So in today's video, I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to reveal a card after you've lost it in a deck. This is not going to be one specific trick. I'm going to teach you a bunch of different ways to reveal a card once you've lost it in the deck. You're going to hold the deck between your thumb and then your ring and your middle fingers, like this, and you're going to grab it close to the edge of the deck. And then with your pointer, you're going to place a little bit of pressure in the middle, and you're going to let the cards just dribble, just like this. When you get to the last card, you're going to squeeze a little bit harder, and you're going to give a flicking motion and pull backwards. And when you do that, the card's going to flip over. It takes a little bit of practice to catch it. Sometimes it's going to fall, or it's going to flip too much, you're going to squeeze too hard. But when you do it right, it looks pretty magical. The next method I like to use is cutting from the middle of the deck to find their card. So you cut the deck and push the card out from the middle, and it's their card. This one is super easy to do. Again, you're controlling the card to the top of the deck without them knowing. And when you cut the deck, you're going to grab the bottom with your right hand and the top with your left hand. Except you're also going to keep your pointer finger on top, and you're going to pull that top card to the right with you. So it's going to look, in slow motion, it looks like this. And then you're going to put the cards back together, keeping your pointer in place, and you're going to push forward and throw that card out. And it's going to be their card. Now all you've really done is taken the top card, brought it to the middle, placed them back, and pushed it out. And it looks like it came from the middle. The next method I like to use is shooting the card right out of the deck. You're going to hold the deck like this, where you're pushing against the meaty part of your hand, and all of your fingers except for your pinky, which you're going to keep loose. So your ring finger is at the bottom of the deck. And then you're going to slide the top card, just the top card, back a little bit, and with your pinky, you're going to grab the end of it, pull it back, and then you're going to flick your finger off, and when you do, the card's going to shoot off, and you catch it. The next method is to take a card from the top of the deck. It's not their card, it's not the signed card, and you're going to just toss it right through the center of the deck, and when you catch it, it appears to have changed into their card. Your card is on top. You're going to lift two cards up and get a pinky break under them, just like that, so that when you flip the card over, you're actually flipping two cards over. You're going to flip the card over, you're really flipping two cards. You're going to flip it back, and then you put the deck down, and when you take that top card off, which is now their card, you're going to lift the deck and just toss it through and catch it, and then flip it over, and it looks like it switched to a different card. This method requires that you have a blank card, and you show there's a blank card on top of the deck, and then you're going to rub that card against the table, and magically it'll turn into their card. This method takes a little extra work. You take the blank card, and you're going to get that to the second position, and then put their card on top. Now you're going to flip two cards over, like I showed you earlier, to show the blank card. Now when you flip that back, you're actually taking their card right off the top of the deck. You rub it against the table, and it appears to have changed. For this method, you're going to place their card right on top of the deck and show them it's there. Then, you're going to cut the deck right in front of them, and magically, all the cards are upside down except for one, which is of course their card. So this method requires a double back card, which you can buy at any magic shop or online at Amazon. And you place it on top of the deck with the rest of the deck face up. Now when you face their card upside down, it's actually upside down on the other side of the deck with one double back card. So you place it on top. Now while you're talking, you just flip the deck over. They won't even notice. Then you cut the deck, and when you spread it out, there'll only be one card that's left right side up. Of course the double back card is right there, but they'll never notice.